Hello, it's me, Jack-a-Lopium. Welcome along. We are back in Night City. We're just about to buy this really nice looking muscle car. It's really nice. It's a Type 66 640. It's 58 grand. Type 66. And it looks like a General Lee off of the Dukes of Hazzard, is that? Nice orange looking paint job, and the kind of, well, it used to be the kind of southern battle flag, but that has at last been kind of it's pretty gauche to use the battle flag. So we're gonna go back to tracking this job with the Voodoo Boys. It's map Tann, Pèlen. Go on. You can do it, Jack. Track it. Yep. Okay, and then we're going to drive our muscle car to the chapel. It's a really nice car. It's not as quick as the Caliburn, but it handles a bit better. It's better for street driving than the Caliburn. The Caliburn is kind of unparalleled on, you know, straight roads like this, you know, like dual carriageways or like arterial highways, you know. But I am trying to figure out a decent vehicle to take on those the Beast in Me street races. It'll probably be this Type 66. Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out, just trying to push it a little bit, just so I'm. Let's cut that. Yeah, we've got about a kilometre of arterial highway to get past. Ugh. I think we cut this as well. Oh no, it's gone back to... Yeah, I'm just trying to throw the car around a little bit just to test its handling. Okay, and then here we are, heading towards the chapel. I mean, we do need to keep an eye out for Voodoo Boys. We are in the Pacifica area, so there are going to be oh no, a mix of Voodoo Boys and animals. Animals being the kind of muscular tweaker. You know, the kind of what do you call it? Okay, just take out these gangsters. Pacifica is pretty interesting because you pretty much find gangsters everywhere. The entire kind of region is populated by gangsters of either Voodoo Boys or animals. Yeah, the steroids, that's what I'm thinking of. The kind of steroid or roid rage type gang. Okay, looking out, I can see some more gangsters. There you go, there's another knot of gangsters there. So we'll clear them out as well. There you go. And we're being tracked around by somebody's drone anyway. Yeah, there's no more gangers to clear out. I mean, I just basically don't want to be harassed by gangsters while I go about the business of doing this story mission. So I tend to clear them out in the kind of radius of story missions. We will have to wait anyway until the chapel reopens, so we'll probably have to move time forward a bit. There you go, we're waiting until the next day sort of thing. So we didn't really want to be ambushed by gangsters while we waited. Okay, so let's go into the chapel. It is, I don't know if I've set that up, or maybe I have. I don't know if I've done it this episode. Ugh. We are going into a voodoo chapel. It's like a voodoo church. As I've said before, I would join a voodoo church.
We have been waiting.
What gave me away? It's the hair, isn't it?
We have had eyes on you since you entered Pacifica.
Making sure I didn't get lost?
Well, who got you, sir?
You my contact? Someone finally gonna tell me about this job?
I'm just a man in the middle. You will learn more. Soon.
Interesting biz strategy you got in Pacifica. No details, no names, no one knows a thing.
Your name we know.
Basically, these kind of minor religions, i.e. outside of the 6 major world religions,
Go to the butcher
they
shop
kind
there.
of don't
Ask for Placide. He will tell you the
don't
details.
particularly like people from outside the religion to know, so they are quite secretive, but that's for reasons of survival, because all of the 6 major religions tend to be somewhat, what's the word? I'm again forgetting my religious education now. But they tend to want to recruit people, is what I'm trying to say. And one method of recruiting people is to ensure that minor religions can't recruit people. So the 6 major religions, part of the plan is to use muscle to eliminate minor religions. I don't think I'm saying anything particularly controversial there. So you find a lot of kind of minor religions like Santeria and voodoo, and whatever you want to call it. And even kind of like very minor or unorthodox cultures, like like the existing kind of Native Americans are very secretive. They don't really like people from the outside sticking their nose
I don't
in.
know yours.
Home translation, Pas maton.
Looking for Placide.
Placide. Regardez ici là.
Okay.
C'est vous-même. Placide. Regardez là.
Tell, love the grandmother just singing there. That's awesome. If you don't sleep, the crab will eat you. Okay, another relic malfunction. Okay, it's ostensibly like a kind of meat packing factory, I believe.
Want to talk to your boss?
Yeah, because I mean, this is the All Foods, and I mean, we have experienced All Foods previously, right back near the beginning of the game, where we met Jackie and did a job.
You know, heard a few things.
There
about
was
you.
an option there about selling poultry and being illegal. This is like real meat rather than kind of
Though nobody really
lab
knows what you're
grown
doing.
protein. Because I mean, in the real world,
corporate data heists, waging war
we
on
are very
Walmart.
close
No
to
one
experiencing
Chickens.
a
Told me at the chapel you're
protein
the one to talk
crisis. It's not
to. Mr.
not a lot of
Hansen.
people are talking about it,
Got
you
work
know,
that needs
just
doing.
because you don't want to cause too much panic. But after the kind of
No here. Come with.
climate crisis, there are several other crises which society is going to need to take care of. One of which being automation, the automation crisis, which is coming up, and the protein crisis, which is probably coming up further on in the future. So in the Cyberpunk universe, the milieu,
Welcome to Pacifica.
you know, they're already deep in the kind of protein crisis where,
You guys aren't exactly great at
you
rolling
know,
out the
people are
welcome mat
eating
for
kibble.
outsiders.
That's kind of like lab-grown protein. But these are real-world things. We are going to have to figure out the protein crisis eventually. So if you think the climate crisis is a bit shocking, then you're gonna probably not be able to keep your mind, you know, when the automation crisis happens and 90% of the population loses their jobs, you know, when we're all replaced by robots. That's probably going to be the next crisis after the climate crisis.
Hey, Placide! Mwen gen sa ou te bay lot? Ok, mwen pal vini pita.
And I mean, even people like, you know, futurists, like even like Yahtzee Croshaw, he's a little bit more pessimistic about
Ma pon non pou yon respons.
the automation crisis, and he says that basically the only two jobs that are going to be available in 5 or 10 years time are going to be one, coders, and two, people that make YouTube videos. So you're either going to need to be a coder or a YouTube prick. I mean, or both, of course. Your YouTube channel could be about
Animal before?
Yeah.
being a coder, because that is why, like, all governments and
You
all
want the animals out of the
businesses
gym? Extinct? That way
need
you
to
hire
push
You learn everything soon.
the concept of coding, because in 5 or 10 years time that is literally going to be the only job, that's going to be the only skill they're going to need
them. I mean, it
people
makes
to
no
do
sense them being
is, you know,
No
coding.
Pacifica, no backup.
The other thing,
It's your turf. Hell, even badges don't patrol
I'm
around
just
here.
talking over all of this
trying to
neat
provoke
stuff as we walk
Make you do
through.
something stupid.
They do not leave.
Yeah, I mean,
GA.
we're also going to
many we
need people
talking
to
about
teach AIs.
Maybe more. Vinina,
So that's going to be a job, is people to teach AIs.
When do I see Brigitte?
you do job. That is fast.
This is pretty cool. We are basically going to end up,
Could fucking tell me what
Being-
you plan to do first.
well, I call it being ridden.
You do what
That's
I
the
say.
kind of voodoo concept. But this guy is going to be riding us as if he were
There
a
was nothing.
Loa, which is why the kind of concept of
Well, at least he's not likely to talk your ears bloody.
net running and BDs are not unfamiliar
Why
to
not send
in the voodoo religion,
This not our way.
because it's
been
just
working out?
equated with the lower
Good modern bad.
riding people anyway. And this guy is going to basically be
Come,
riding
Shema.
us
It is Victor.
as if he were a Loa.
You two know each other?
No, no need. This hardware is shit. You should replace.
Oh, so now you're a Ripper Doc too? That at all relevant? Or just a cheap scare tactic?
I need you to be able. I need no. This chip. It have no signature. What is it?
I mean, we are seeking Mama
Chips why I'm
Brigitte
here. Why I want a word with
about
Brigitte. Doesn't look at all
our
familiar.
poxy busted up chip in our heads.
I see only it is damaged.
Got a bullet to the brain. Hasn't worked since, that's how.
Because, I mean, we are already being ridden by Johnny, sort of. Even though Johnny isn't a real person anymore.
Once inside, what do I do?
The camionette. 2035 07. 3 seconds before, poof. We try to learn where the camionette come from.
Van's definitely a custom job.
I see you not know also.
Hey, just turn a piece backs together.
Yeah, that was a very high level skill
Looks
check
pretty
there. That was
advanced. Doesn't scream
19
meathead to me.
They
tech.
watch it very close. It is important, whatever it
Placide.
is.
Batman Kelly have this and encore.
Like the maximum being 20. Skills can only get to 20, so
Animals aren't
that
the
was a
play
very
here, are they?
high skill check.
They're hired muscle. Someone else needed them. Someone with a van full of netrunner tech. And that's where I come in? To sniff out who?
Start with the camionette. Hide from all eyes. Only see the city as you. You have now synced with Rizzo Agwe, our subnet.
There he is in
You are my
the top left hand corner.
To Agwe, I see what you see. Hear what you hear. I will guide you to hear him.
Another voice in your head. Ripper Doc
Because
order.
Johnny's not very happy about sharing my head with somebody.
So, aim to keep an eye on me. Shows trust. Alright. Anything else I should know?
Find out people near mall. They will show you how to get inside the
Yeah, I
bus.
mean, we are basically going into...
Got it. So I do
Well,
this
you
when
could
put me
see it
in
as
Brigitte,
going into
right?
hell. A kind of
Yes. So till
journey
you
into
know,
hell.
Go down. My people will let you pass.
But in reality, we are
We are done.
going into the Grand Imperial Mall, which is a huge abandoned shopping mall.
B.
There you
All
go.
ears. What?
I check
He is
stability.
riding us like a Loa.
Seems so.
The reason why I stop here at the medical supplies is because medical supply shops are really good for the white common crafting item components. And green I buy as well. And then I just sell off all of this stuff. So yeah, what I'm hoping for in the GIM is there's going to be tons and tons of stuff flying around. And probably, well, I mean, we've already been warned that there's like, well, they say 30 enemies. There's a lot of stuff they don't tell us though, because obviously their intelligence isn't, you know, 100%. Now Relic has malfunctioned yet again, so twice in one episode, so that's not good, but we are going to obviously be feeling those more and more as we do the story missions. While doing the side quests, it just didn't affect me at all. And let's take our bike and ride through the car park, because basically I've cleared out the parking lot of most gangsters in the GIM parking lot, although they do tend to backfill with even more gangsters, like Russian gangsters. So I mean, we'll never clear out. But there's the Grand Imperial Mall. That might be the first time we're seeing it on camera. Like I say though, I have been here previously. Some of the some of the side quests have sent me up here, so I have cleared out the parking lot, you know.
Know the way in? Was told you would.
Yeah, garage in the back. But shh, quiet.
It looks as if we are going to be infiltrating the GIM in the next episode, so come back then, and there's going to be a ton of shooting. I mean, as a general rule, spoilers, I don't really like sneaking missions, so there'll probably be a lot of gunplay next episode. Alright, so yeah, I'd like to say thanks for watching. Please do leave a like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now. Yeah, look, there are some Russian gangsters there.